Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is what I'm going to call my failed no-buy haul. I did intend at the start of the year to do a no-buy for the month of January and then hopefully turn it into a low buy generally for the forthcoming months. I think I failed within about 5 days. To be honest, I do usually purchase things in the January sale anyway, so I was very hard on myself when I purchased my first item that did break the no-buy. So I'm hoping I can be good enough and not purchase anything in February other than things that I get via subscription boxes. To ease my guilt somewhat, I have actually decided to do a giveaway. I was going to include it as part of this video, but I think because I have got quite a few products here, I didn't want this video too long. And to be honest, when people see giveaway, they do tend to just want to see that bit of the video anyway. So I'm going to film the giveaway video straight after this one, and then that will be up live on my channel on Friday, so stay tuned for that. Obviously the details of how to enter will be in that video, together with the prizes that are available. Onto the things that I purchased. I will start with the thing that broke the no-buy, and that is the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. I've had my eye on this since it was released, but managed to talk myself out of it on numerous occasions because I didn't feel like I needed it in my collection. The shades that are in here are not completely unique to what I already have in my collection. The rule I've been trying to stick to of late is only purchasing eyeshadow palettes where the majority or a good portion of the shadows contained in it are unique to my collection. I think with this isn't the case, but I had my eye on it for some time and I did get a really good deal with it. This normally retails for just shy of £40 here in the UK. I purchased this from a site I've not used before, and that is Fabled by Marie Claire, which is, I think it's a fashion magazine. It came up as like a Facebook or an Instagram sponsored ad saying 15% off for new accounts. So I went and had a look just to see what they had, and I seen they had this eyeshadow palette and it was already on sale. So I think this was discounted down to around about £31. I tend to find with some websites they don't accept discount codes on certain brands like Urban Decay, or they don't accept discount codes on items that are already on sale. So put it in the basket and put the discount codes in. I was very surprised to see that it actually did work, and it took the price of this down to £26, which I do definitely think for an Urban Decay palette is a great deal, and I just had to snap it up. I believe this was the 5th of January that I purchased this, so I have had a few goes of it since it's arrived. The service of that website was really good, the delivery was so quick, and I'm really enjoying using it. Yes, as I say, the colours aren't necessarily unique to my collection, but I really like the quality of the shadows in here. I'm a big fan of Urban Decay shadows generally. I've swatched every single shade. I did put a picture up of all the swatches on my Instagram if you want to go and check that out, but I haven't used every shade yet. To be honest, I tend to just wear more neutral eyeshadow when it comes to my day-to-day working life, so a lot of these shades in here I can't reach for, but I've made a good go on this Weekender shade. It's a really nice crease shade, and I tend to use these first 4 shades, to be honest, together with Punk and Good As Gone here. I think the main reason it caught my eye initially was the packaging. I just absolutely love the packaging, with all the different pictures on from around the world. Quite a few places here that I have personally been to, which is really nice as well. If you did see my recent everyday makeup drawer video, I have included that in here so that I can have a good play around for it for this month. It was kind of the gateway to the rest of the things that I purchased. The next thing I picked up was this little Lottie London Tools on Tour brush set, and I actually purchased this from Birchbox. If you've seen recent, I think it was one of my Glossybox live unboxings, I did say that I'd had an issue in that I cancelled my subscription prior to the cut-off date. They told me that I hadn't done, so they did issue January's box even though I didn't order it. Also received a broken item in one of the boxes I received from them, so for all the things I had to go through, they did give me a £5 credit or a code to use against a purchase in their store. So I decided to purchase this brush set. I do have a trip planned later on the summer to go to Canada, So I have actually been looking for a set of travel brushes to take with me. When I did order these, I didn't think they were as small as this. They are ideal for travel because of the size of them. I just hope that I can get good enough use out of them. And I do like this little clear bag that they come in, because that will be handy if I do decide to take any other smaller brushes with me. But it does come with a powder brush, an eyebrow brush, a smudge brush and an eyeshadow brush. So we'll see how much use to get out of it. But with the £5 voucher, it did only cost me a few pounds, which most of that was delivery anyway. So I'll see how I get on, but I was a bit disappointed by it. I then made another purchase on Colourpop, and I decided to purchase 2 of their Disney Designer Collection lipsticks, and these are the Luxe lipsticks. And I went for the shades Belle and Ariel. Ariel is this really nice nude shade, and then Belle is this really nice warm pink shade. When I first decided I wanted to purchase one of these after falling in love with the Luxe lipstick formula, I was actually only intending to purchase Ariel because this was a shade that appealed to me more, but I do actually prefer the shade Belle on me than Ariel. Ariel's a bit too much of an orangey nude, whereas this is such a really nice warm pink. I love the formula of these lipsticks and they are really long lasting. I will just say that I do find the formula of these two slightly more drying than the formula of the normal range of Luxe lipstick that I do have. I think the shade I have is called Still Crazy or Stare Crazy, something like that. But I do find the formula of these is ever so slightly more drying. It still lasts as long, it still has enough pigmentation on it, but it's not as comfortable as the other one that I've tried. But for the price, I think they're usually $7 each. I would definitely recommend trying one Luxe lipstick at least if you can. And I just love the packaging of these. And they also come in really nice boxes, which I have kept the Disney princesses on them in the kind of couture gear. The next few things I picked up in store in Superdrug. I can't actually remember the last time that I went in store to purchase anything from a Superdrug, especially not the size of the one that I actually went to. I was recently in the city of Leeds because I was taking an exam for a course that I'm doing, which is linked to my job, and I got to the city a bit too early and had a few hours to kill before my exam started. I was starting to feel the stress. I didn't feel like I could revise anymore because my brain was just full. So I thought I would get some retail therapy and sort out the nearest Superdrug. The first thing that I picked up was one of their eyeshadow brushes, and this, it does say face, but it does also say eyeshadow brush. And I already have one of these, which is their light blue one. They don't actually have names as to what type of eyeshadow brush they are, they just kind of say eyeshadow brush. And this does look like it is a blending brush because one of the blending brushes that I have been using is really starting to shed, so I did need a new one. And I think these retail for only £2, £1 or £2, which is great value, and they are quite good quality brushes. The next couple of things that I picked up were from the brand Flower Beauty. And this is a brand that has only just come to the UK. I just had to see if they had it in the one in Leeds. I had been to the one in my city here, but they just didn't have anything, and it was only online. And because I really wanted to try the Light Illusion foundation, I wanted to go in store and swatch it. The shade that I did pick up is the shade Porcelain, which is L1. The other shade that I wanted to swatch was the shade L3, which is Nude. They do have a shade L2, which is Ivory, but that is not available in the UK. They seem to have brought over every other shade. So I think we've got 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, I think it is, it goes up to, but we don't have the ones in the middle. Annoyingly, my normal shade is Ivory, so I couldn't pick that up, but I did really want to try the formula. It is the foundation I've got on today. I don't think it's the perfect shade match. It's darker than other porcelains I've tried in the past, so tone wise it is the right amount of darkness for my skin. It is just quite yellow toned. It doesn't really look like it in the bottle, but when I applied it, it definitely did have a yellow tone to it. So I've kind of put bronzer on to counteract that. I think I might have gone a bit overboard on the bronzer, so I imagine my face doesn't look the best at the moment, but with regards to the formula of the foundation, I really like the way it blends. It doesn't accentuate my fine lines or my dry patches of skin. It feels really nice on the skin. It feels like you aren't wearing any foundation at all, which is the kind of foundation I like to go for. I don't like to feel like I'm wearing makeup. So this definitely ticks the boxes of the kind of things I look for in a foundation. It's just the shade match that isn't spot on. So I'm really hoping that they do release the shade Ivory over here, because I really do like the foundation. I have only worn it once or twice, but I have worn it for long days each time, and it has worn really well throughout the day, as well as applying really nicely. So my first impressions of this are really good, and I will obviously continue to test it. It is another product that is in my everyday makeup drawer. The other couple of things that I picked up from Flower Beauty is the Flower in Your Prime Hydrating Primer. Again, this is another one that is in my everyday makeup drawer. So as with a couple of things in this haul, you have already kind of seen them in that video. Again, this is the thing that I've tried a couple of times now. I don't feel like it's as hydrating as it claims to be. I wanted to pair it with the Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, because that one is quite drying on my skin, and I don't feel like it really helped it out in any way, no more so than the other primers that I've been using. It did make the foundation sink more into my fine lines, and it also enhanced the dry patches of skin that I have. So I am going to give it another couple of more goes with a different foundation, just to see if it assists them in any way, but it definitely doesn't work with the foundation I intended it to work with. And then I purchased one of the Miracle Matte lips, and I got the shade Rosewood. I know I don't need any more liquid lipsticks or lipstick in general because I have so many, but because I was purchasing a few things from the brand, I did want to purchase a liquid lipstick to try the formula out. I've only worn this once, and I didn't have it on for too long a period of time, so I do need to test this one fully, but first impressions were pretty good. I did find that you do have to be quite careful when applying it, because it is easy for it to escape the lip line. It's not got the most precise applicator, but formula wise it felt pretty comfortable. It was a really nice shade, but I definitely need to test this one out a bit more. I then made a purchase from Feel Unique. I've been doing their pick and mix unboxings on my channel for some time now, and for anyone who's watched them, you will know that I get a £3.95 gift card back when I purchase those samples. So I had one there from last month's samples, and a few of you guys have also used my Refer a Friend code, which has given me 20% off. So thank you so much for using one of my codes if you've used one. I think a good 4 or 5 people have used one of those codes now, which is great, because obviously you get 20% off yourself as well. A few videos ago I did actually start to list all my referral links in the description box for every video, because there's a few different websites that I use that do have a Refer a Friend scheme. So if you want to look in the description box to see if there's anything else there that takes your eye, most of them do give you some kind of discount when you purchase on the website. And then I'm not too sure what benefits I get for all of them, but I think most of the info is listed in the description box if you want to check that out. So because I had the £3.95 and then I also had 20% off, there was a few things that I'd had my eye on for some time that I just wanted to purchase. The first one is this Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation, and I got this one in the shade 16H, which is light vanilla. This did appear to have quite a good shade range for lighter skin tones, so it was actually harder to pick one, because usually if foundation comes in the shade Ivory, that's the one I automatically go for. But I think these had a couple of variations of Ivory, they also had a couple of variations of vanilla, so it was quite hard to find a match. But I went for light vanilla because that looked about right. The things I ordered here only arrived in the last few days, because again these were ones that were purchased I think maybe even like the last couple of days of January, so I haven't actually tried anything that comes in the rest of this video. But this was recommended by Faith Drew as being very similar to the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, which is a foundation that I have and love, but I don't think is easily available in the UK. Very nearly at the end of the bottle of it that I'm currently using, so I did want to see if there was an alternative available in the UK for a similar price, and when she recommended this I thought I would give it a go, so I will probably update you at some point in the near future of what my thoughts are on this. The next thing I purchased was a CeraVe moisturising cream. This was something that I did get as a sample a few months ago with Feel Unique, and I did really like the moisturising cream. I did find that it really helped improve the general tone of my skin and also helped hydrate those dry patches, which I am struggling with all over again because we're getting such cold weather here at the moment. I can't wait to actually have it back in my skincare routine again. And the final thing I purchased was another wet brush. I do already have one of these. I have the pink one, but I absolutely love it. And I wanted to have a second one because, well, I'm lazy. And also my daughter likes to hide things. So I do my hair of a morning in the room where my makeup is, which isn't my bedroom. I wanted one to have in my bedroom because that's where I dry my hair when I wash it. So to save me keep trekking back and forth in the rooms, like I say, my other one that I have does occasionally go missing because it's pink and my daughter likes to pick it up. So I wanted to have a second one so that I was never without one. Never mind the fact that she has her own wet brush, I did get her a little one, but no, she wants mummy's brush, so that's why I've purchased a second one. And I think this was £12, but again I had 20% off and I did the discount code to use against it as well, so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to buy another one. But absolutely adore these hairbrushes. I never thought I was fussy with hairbrushes, but once you've used one of these it's really hard to go back to a normal hairbrush, especially when you have thick frizzy hair like I do. More so when it's wet, and obviously it's called a wet brush, it just glides through my hair and I find that I'm losing less hair because normally when I wash my hair and brush it there's so much hair in the hairbrush, but with this there's not as much. Not that I don't have the hair to lose because I do have thick hair, but still it's nice to not bald myself every time I brush my hair when it's wet. And even when you use it on your hair dry, it just glides through my hair, so definitely appreciate having two of these. On to the final couple of products that I bought. Not gonna lie, I did solely buy these for the packaging. I don't know what the quality of them's going to be like, but I did buy them for the packaging. And these are from the brand Makeup Revolution. It is their new treasure collection, which consists of 3 eyeshadow palettes that anyone who is a 90s child will instantly remind you of Polly Pockets. As I say, I wasn't going to purchase these, but they did an offer on their website where they said you could buy all 3 for £20. Again, I had another discount code, so I managed to get all 3 for £18. I don't feel too bad in that one of these is actually my friend's. I haven't told her that I've opened her packaging and I'm using it in my video, but I'm sure she won't mind. So we have, obviously, this is the diamond one. Then we have the Ocean Treasures, and then this one is Heartbeats. So these two are the ones that I'm keeping, and then my friend is having the diamonds one. But I was such a huge fan of Polly Pocket when I was younger, so to have something like this on my vanity, and they will be out on show, not that anyone's looking, but for me, I'll feel nostalgic whenever I see them. I say I'm not too sure what the quality is going to be like, but the shades contained in them are really nice. They don't have a mirror, but it's also very nice that they have that both sides contain eyeshadow palettes. So say this is the Heart one, which is a nice array of pinks, purples, golds, oranges, silvers and things like that. Then we have the Seashell one, which is definitely my favourite packaging. And this one again has shades on both sides of the palette, and as you can imagine this is your blues and greens and all ocean coloured inspired things. And then the pan shapes are different in them as well, because obviously the Heart one had heart ones and this one has got half circle shaped pans. And then finally is the diamond one, which I say is the one that my friend is having. It is very, very reflective, and this one has all names referencing gemstones, and these are diamond or triangle shaped pans. So overall a nice array of shades contained in them, and I can't wait to break into them to see what they're like. So that is it for everything that I purchased during my no buy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to stay tuned for Friday's video, which will be a giveaway, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks.